Please welcome JumpR.
How's everybody doing? My name is Eric Teschemacher. I'm the founder and CEO of JumpR, and I'm not even going to take a poll of the entire audience because I know everybody hates waiting in line. That's a huge problem. TSA's found a way to solve it, and a lot of people like to drink. So I thought of this idea probably about like 3 years ago, a little bit hungover, coming back from New Jersey after I tipped the bouncer probably about $20 to $40 with a group of friends, right to skip the line, just to get ahead, just jumpstart my night and have a great time. So I'm riding back and I'm looking at the conductor on the train, and he's got all these like millions of tickets that he's going through, and people have the mobile app, the Jersey Transit app, very similar to the MBT app as well. So I came up with an idea called JumpR, and it's a mobile payment app that allows bar, nightclub owners, hospitality owners, the ability to pay for their cover fee directly on their phone. So the app is totally free for bars and nightclubs. It is business configurable to whatever type of venue that you want to have. And on top of that, it offers two features. One, your standard feature for if you are just standard paying your cover, or if you want to skip the line. So Uber did that with surge pricing. And essentially, you offer maybe like 6 tickets. Persons 1 and 2 will pay ×2 of a cover fee, so $20. Persons 3 and 4 pays ×3, $30, and maybe you only offer 6 tickets, so the bouncer doesn't have to manage both people in line. So automatically, you can think, all right, well, that's enhanced revenue generation for the bar and nightclub. It's money in their pockets. They also get the data and the analytics from the customers that sign in through the Facebook API. And that's enough of me talking. I'm just going to go through the app once Chris gets this set up here.
Not sure what happened there.
No, it's all good. All right, so this is JumpR. I'm probably just going to take you off the mic, actually. Here we go. So, like I said, how it works, you can see the bars and nightclubs near you, see if the JumpR passes are available and the cover price. You choose a bar or nightclub with a green pin to pay for your cover fee or skip the line. You purchase it to complete the transaction and activate the ticket. You show it to the bouncer, and then you tap it, and you're in. Hopefully you drink responsibly. So I'm launching this at the Harp, Ned Devines, and Hurricanes right by the Garden. It'll be launching this fall. I'm also looking to scale it out to college students, so like your big time bar, like colleges, like your Penn States, your Texas A&Ms. So they have the ability, to sign up, looking for young and motivational students. So if any of your sons or daughters are interested in promoting this, I'd love to have them on the team. It also offers opportunities for them to have a little internship experience. So I'll be offering $200 for each of your sons or daughters to be able to get a little startup experience, and then if they are able to get it to launch, they take on a role as an app ambassador, as a sales rep, get good experience, put it on the resume, and who knows what will come from that. So obviously they can sign up here. You have your additional details on the responsibilities for that role. You guys can hold that thought. So then while this launches and loads, it'll take you to a GPS map of the Boston area. Like I had mentioned, you're going to have your 3 pins with the Harp, Ned Devines, and Hurricanes available here. You have your promotions of what's going on. They do like a country night. They do one of my good friends from Scully from Dalton, the Sheriffs. They do now that's what I call Thursdays and paint night. So all that's available to promote. Like I said, you select your bar. Let's just say we're going to go to the Harp. I'm just going to pay the standard $10 cover fee. I just got out of the Bruins game, and I'm going to add my credit card information directly into here. So you'll start to add that. Then you'll hit pay. Similar, if you guys ride the MBTA, you got your activated ticket. You present that to the bouncer at the door with your valid identification. You tap that animated image, and then boom, drink responsibly, you're into the night. So here you have all your transaction and your histories of, don't worry, I didn't go to the bar that many times, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's JumpR, and I will be taking any questions. Yeah, so there's another app called Tableless that's out there that's allowed. She was asking. Sorry, she was asking. Is it essentially? I'm sorry. Was it just? Is it a table app that you can book it or skip the line? Is that what you're saying?
When you go to a club, you can just book a table like with your friends. So you gather your friends. You have like 10 people on the table. You buy 2 or 3 bottles.
Yeah, so she's asking whether if it's an app that allows you to book tables and for like a group of friends of 10 people. So, I mean, our minimal viable product here is really just the ability to pay for a ticket on your phone. So it really doesn't matter, you know, like about booking in quantity of numbers right now.
Don't bars like lines out front to kind of attract people to come in?
Yeah, so he's asking about like night lines to attract people to come in, or
Yeah, they sometimes want a line out front because that shows.
yeah, so that's the whole like the cooler the bar theme apparently in Boston is like some crazy people will wait in line about 30 to 45 minutes just to get into some of these popular bars in Boston and in South and around the corner here in Cambridge. So yeah, it's just it would offer an alternative method so they don't have to wait in line. Any other questions? Yeah, you in the back.
Do you do any tracking of how many of these you'll sell for the bar? Because if everybody buys it, then they reach capacity?
Yeah, so the idea behind that is he's asking about do you do any tracking in terms of like capacity and everything. So once the bar is at capacity, if the bar does sign up, they have agreed with JumpR in one of the contracts, you know, that they have the privilege of the VIP or so to be able to skip ahead of the line. So that would be something that's already been worked out. So the demand in itself would get reflected through like a network effect where people would be saying like, oh, what's JumpR? Like, oh, you got to download this app to skip ahead of the line. At least then with the surge pricing piece is we're going to take the performance, the data, the analytics. As you start to see the customers that might be willing to pay times 2, times 3, times 4, whatever price that might be, we're going to take that back-end data, analyze it, understand the maximum customer's willingness to pay at that bar, and essentially you'll be able to shift that demand up. So if you are charging times 2 over a $10 cup, maybe you could start it off at like a times 3 or times 4 at a certain point in time in that night. Because typically, like a line in Boston, for those of you who don't know, it usually picks up between 10 and 12 o'clock. Yeah, you're in the back.
How is your organization prepared to respond to ethical dilemmas that result from your app, say illicit or illegal activities that result from the soliciting of the services of your app, or the underage drinking, or these possible scenarios that come as a result of the services your app provides?
That's a great question. You must be a lawyer, dude. He's asking about what do you do with like the legal issues that might like take an effect, you know, because that is one of the concerns is like violence or like the ethics of underage people getting to the bar. As part of the contract that we sign up with bars, you know, that's still the bar owner's responsibility to do the due diligence, to make sure that the bouncer who's there checks their ID and make sure that it is that they are over 21. Same goes for the intoxication standpoint. So if you're overly intoxicated when you do go into the bar, they hold the right to reserve to prevent you from going in. That's something that we're dealing with. So if that is the case, you know, we'll give you a refund. You know, and like better luck next time, buddy. Yeah, you in front.
Other fees or programs besides just cover fee, like the table reservation idea and the, I don't know, you could pre-buy things or have different upgrade things.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Well, you could almost like consult with each restaurant or club to have different offerings that would sync with the app to kind of upsell people, not just on the entry fee.
Yeah, she's pitching an idea of like grouping up different bars as part of like an upsell fee. I guess kind of more of as like a conglomerate, like a.
No, if you go to one club, instead of just the entry fee, you could have a VIP section or the reservation table,
Yeah.
or special food and drink, and you could have it all in the app, all these different little add-ons.
So yeah, she's suggesting a future state enhancement of having additional capabilities for tables and longer lines. I think that's a great idea. And I think I don't think we have time for any more questions, but if you guys want to pop by and say hey after this, I would love to talk to you more.